Girl Bella. I promise you, Velvet Decade will give you rich auntie vibes. Like, look at this. She coming to the cookout. She coming to the holiday party. She coming, darling. What you need? How much you need, darling? Put it on my purse, darling. How much you need? Okay. Hi, babes. It's me. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy. I feel like I haven't been back for a sit-it video in so long, but I'm back and I wanted to bring you guys my September favorites. As you know, September is a very special month because it is your girl's birthday month. And I am so excited to bring you my favorites this month because I dabbled into a lot of my stash this month. I'm going to jump right in with no further preamble because I'm ready to share with you all of these wonderful faves that I have. And I'm going to start off with a little skincare slash primer. And this is the MAC Hyper Real Ceramizer. Babes, I love this. Not only is it rich and silky and just glides onto your skin, but it acts as a moisturizer as well as a primer. So it gives you some skincare properties as well as primes your face for whatever foundation that you want to put on. So usually I will put on the MAC foundation, which I will share with you. This was also my favorite this month. This is the MAC Studio Fix. Let me bring it in a little closer. There we go. That is the MAC Studio Fix. I love this because it is an everyday wear. You can turn it to close it as well as to turn it on so it doesn't leak. And I loved putting just one little small dot on my face, and then I loved mixing it with my Givenchy. And this is the Prism Libre Skin Caring Glow Foundation. If you are a match to my skin tone, this is NC50 in MAC, and in Givenchy, this is the 6 in 405. So I mixed the two of these together for my face. And if you saw my pictures and my film from my birthday, this is what I was wearing as well for my birthday. So you know it's good if I wore it on my birthday because that's a special day and you want to look your very best on your special day. So this is what I wore. And as you can see, it gives you a beautiful matte coverage. This next one is new to me, and it is new-ish to the market. This is by House Labs, and it is their new concealer. Guys, a lot of brands have been popping up different concealers in the marketplace nowadays, and this one is 42 medium deep neutral, and she calls it her Triclone Skin Tech Concealer and Corrector. Here, let me show you the bottle. That's what it looks like. And so has a very wide doe foot applicator, and it is very comfortable under the skin. I'll tell you, it's also very creamy as well. And it fits snug in here as well too. So let me get you the brush and let me show you how this blends out. So simple. And I have their foundation too, which is another foundation that I love in the month of September. So if you are in the market for a foundation, I gave you 3 really good ones to try. Another one that I dipped into for the month of September is another oldie but goodie. This is by Natasha Denona. This is her Tan Bronze and Go palette. This is a staple. If you don't have this, my goodness, what are we doing if we don't have this? What are we using? What are we using out there? Because if it's not this, then what? I love this palette because this blush is beautiful. Gives me kind of pleasure model vibes. Those of you who are matte girls know what I'm talking about. That is the blush for brown girls back in the day. And this kind of gives me that vibe. Then you have 3 different highlighters to choose from. If you want something creamy, you have your creamy up here. If you want something a little glittery, you have that here. And for all out shine, it's this girl right here. So you know what I did, right? Yes, I mixed everything. So that's what we're gonna do again today. We're gonna start with our blush. And if you want to use this as sort of like your bronzer as well, this is not deep enough for me to be a bronzer, but if you're lighter than me, you can probably get away with using this double duty as both your bronzer and your blush. But for us deeper sisters, we're gonna need a little something else for that deepness. And I got you. Okay, so that is the blush, and then for the cream, I'm just going to use my finger to bring on some product. I'm going to tap it, the high points of my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, and on my cupid's bow, and then using a brush formulated for creams and liquids, Sonia G, you know. I just blend it in, not all the way, but just to give it, you know, some softness so it's not too bright, since we're putting on 3 highlighters. Yes, I was extra in September, but it's my birthday. Give me a break. Let me live, babes. Let me live. All right, we're gonna put the glitter on because, you know, we were very extra, as I said. And we liked glowing, especially at night. So when I went out, I put this on top, and then, so that was this that we put on first. Then I just used this. Now we're going to go in for this one down here. And like I said, same brush, brushed on. We added that glow. And of course, you know, you can stop with the one application of the, see my little traveler? Guys, do not play with the traveler. When the traveler comes to visit you, you just let her evil behind do what she need to do, right? You don't touch her, nothing. But you swathe her and bathe her in as much water and acid as possible. If you want to see how I got this to not be red, angry, and full of pus and just about to go on her merry way, stay tuned, because I do have a dedicated video talking about skincare and blemishes and pimples and things like that. So for you pimple poppers, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, double duty again. This is the Tom Ford concealer. Now, admittedly, I forgot I had this. I really forgot I had this. This is in the shade Caramel. This is their Traceless Soft Matte Concealer. Here's what it looks like. It's a beautifully packaged product. Admittedly, it was an impulse buy several months ago. I think it might have been even a year now that I've had it. And as I was shopping my stash and going through my drawers, I saw it again and I was like, oh, let me try that. And I really loved the finish that it gave me. And as you can see, it brightens up underneath the eyes, but it doesn't glare at you. It's a very soft, focused brightness, which, you know, if you're taking flash photography and all of that, you don't want it to be too bright and interfere with the flash, but you want it to be bright enough so that it illuminates the face and gives your overall look a very soft glow. Child, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was taking these pictures, honey. You can tell me nothing. All right, we're gonna move on to a bronzer, and I am going to use the House Labs bronzer. This is in Deep Level number 9. She's thicky in terms of deepness. Look at her. That's a bronze, baby. That's gonna give you bronze goddess vibes, which is exactly what I was going for. Look at that. And it plays so nicely with the brown in the blush that you don't know where one stops and the other begins. We love that. Jawline in, so you don't see all that birthday cake I was eating. Honey, we went in and let half of that cake. The only thing I didn't have, which I usually have every year and I stopped doing it, I don't know why, but I stopped doing it, which is ice cream cake. I love a caramel ice cream cake. Corny, I know, but call me corny. I don't care. I don't care. I love my caramel cake. And I like to get like a little, you know, a little small one, because after I, you know, have a couple of pieces, I don't want to have any more. Are you guys like that? Like, if you're into your little sweet tooth and you really want to have something sweet, I'll get just enough to satisfy that urge, and then I don't buy anymore, because then I will be just binging. And your girl lost another 7 pounds. So I'm about 13 pounds away from my goal weight. And if I really want to like really snatch it in, I'm about 20 away from really going to snatch the gods. I don't know if I want to do that, but it's an option. It definitely is an option. All right, we're going into these brows now. And my brows have been growing so fast. So I definitely need to go and get them done again. But this has been really helping me. So first I go in with my spoolie. This is my Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat. We love her. I go in, I carve underneath the brow like I do with most of my products like these. And this has an angled tip that's a little thicker than my Nano Pop that I use from Kosas. So that's why I've been using her a little bit more, because she gives me a little bit of a thicker edge to the brow. And voila, she's done. Now if I want to add a little bit more depth to the brow, I'll go in with my Dior. This is the Dior Show Onset Brow in black or noir. And I just go in and put a little bit more product where I want a little bit more definition and deepness. And then again, if you want, you can just spoolie through again. If you want to get it bushy, you can go back and forth and make them bushy, but you know, I'm a classic girl, so I like classic looking brows. And I just go in and comb them through and just make sure that there are no areas where there's no product. And if there is, go back in and add more. Next thing I want to talk about is eyeshadow. Now I've been using a lot of my Pat McGrath eyeshadows and kind of revisiting all of the palettes that I have in anticipation for Mothership 11, which I am getting soon. But I wanted to show you a couple of the ones that I've been using. So the ones that I've been using of late, and these are all of the palettes that I use for the month of September, are the Celestial Nirvana. This is the Mega, and this was, I forgot which year it was that she released these. Sorry, I'm very bad about release dates and all. But this was a holiday palette that she released. And these are the colors. So pretty, right? Like, why did I stop using this? These are some of the best palettes that she has created. Gave me greens, blues, purples, like this beautiful color right here. So vivid, so pretty. Let me show you. Look at that. I mean, she just needs to do these again. These are fantastic. So I used this palette in the month of September. I also have been using her Mothership number 5 and Mothership number 6. Man, I forgot how much I love this. Mothership 5 is the very first Mothership that I ever received. Ever bought, excuse me, not received, because this was not free 99. This was, well, it was actually on sale, so I can say it was free 99 because I had a $100 gift card or gift certificate. Remember when Sephora used to do those? If they still do it, honey, they don't send it to me anymore because they're like, oh no, she uses that right away. So I get no opportunities to use that. But the last time I did grab one, I got this palette. So this is the color story for Mothership number 5. It is called Bronze Seduction, and clearly you can see why. It gave me lots of bronze, browns, the specialty shades here. This one is really, really fun. It has a duo flip to it. Really, really beautiful. I use that as a topper on an eye look. Man, this was so much fun to use. So I've used this, and let me show you Mothership 6. So Mothership 6 I got for my birthday when it released. It came out right around the time of my birthday, so I was able to pick that up. So let me show you what it looks like. And if you remember when I talked about this before, I said I got it because of Wicked Envy. And I tell you, I'm going to probably hit pan on Wicked Envy, and it will probably be the first Mothership that I've ever hit pan on, because I use Wicked Envy like crazy, especially now in the fall time. It's just the perfect green to me. Look at that. So beautiful. I love it. So those are the three palettes, excuse me, that I've been using the most in the month of September, with Mothership 5 and Mothership 6 being like my everyday go-to for work looks, for sorority event looks, for my birthday. I used a combination. I used a lot in the month of September, and I'm going to use it today in collaboration with this other palette that I had sitting around in my makeup drawer and forgot all about that I had purchased this. This was Pat McGrath's Mothership The Love Collection, and it has 6 shades in here. And yeah, as you can see, I hardly touched them. But it's so beautiful. This one right here, that's the shade that I'm gonna probably focus on in the middle of my eye look for that touch of shimmer. But to do the base, I'm going to use a combination of this color, and I guess I will use Nightfall, although this other brown in here, Burning Desire, I might use either on the lower part of the eye or to focus on the outer third of the eye. But we'll see. I forgot to tell you about my other favorite before we begin, and that is the Pat McGrath Eye Primer. Can't forget that. This is the Intensifies. Show you. Yeah, by Pat McGrath. She finally made us an eye primer, ladies. And I love it. We're ready to dip our number 27 Rephr brush into the product. Heavenly Bronze, and use this on the eye. I think I love when I'm so extra. It's like you guys give me license to just be as extra as I want to be, and I love you all for it. Thank you, babes. I love you for loving me and my extraness. All right, this shade is so beautiful. It is a neutral brown, but man, in the crease, it just pops. Love it, love it, love it. Why don't I use these colors more often? My goodness. All right, in the crease, we're gonna deepen it up. We're gonna use this shade right here, and this one is called Sable Seduction. So we're gonna use Sable Seduction, and we're gonna concentrate that right in the outer V to really deepen up the outer corner of the eye. Back to the Love Collection. we are going to take this color right here, which is Burning Desire. So let's take that. We're going to put that on the lid. I'm going to go into that beautiful shimmer shade that I was talking about, Honey Luster. Same brush, wiped off. I'm going to add a little bit to the brush and concentrating right in the center of my eye. I'm going to do that pat and pull down method so that I have that spotlight of color right where I want it, which is in the center of the lid. I'm just going to take a small pencil brush and I'm going to go back into my artistry palette, this one. We're going to pick up this color here, which is Auburn Allure. I'm sorry, wrong one, Cosmic Champagne. That's what it is. It's called Cosmic Champagne. We're going to put that in the inner corner. All right, wiping off that same brush, I'm going to dip into Nightfall in that same palette, that brown that we were talking about. We're going to put that right in the lower lash line, all across. Really glad I started experimenting and playing around more with my collection that I have. Okay, now we're going to finish off the eyes with mascara. You know, I primed with the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Primer. This is almost done. Needs false lashes when you have these babies. I mean, I did wear falsies. I did wear falsies for my birthday and for the hip hop concert because I knew I would be out, it'd be late at night. I wanted my eyes to pop, so did wear them, but my lashes were what I wore on Saturday for the day party. And this baby right here, Benefit Fan Fest, fantastic. I'm going for my Givenchy Prism Libre powder. This is number 5. You can go in with a pressed translucent powder, but once I put this on my face and swirl it around like this, everything just becomes so blurred and flawless that I really don't have to do much of anything else. Without powder, with powder. You see the vibes. You catch it. And then I lightly mist the face using my new love. This is LYS Natural Finish. This is their Skin Loyalty Makeup. Skin Loyalty Makeup Setting Spray. Just melts the powders and gives me such a beautiful natural finish, hence the name on the bottle. Really, really pretty. Now that we've done all this, it's time for the lipstick, right? Before I start, let me give me a little lip balm. Just a little something to moisture up the situation. And then we're going to go in, since it's, you know, fall season now, we're going to go in with a little brown. So this is by Lisa Eldridge. This is Velvet Decade. And then I just go in and line right underneath. Promise you, Velvet Decade will give you rich auntie vibes. Like, look at this. She coming to the cookout. She coming to the holiday party. She coming, darling. What you need? How much you need, darling? Put it on my purse, darling. How much you need? And until next time, you have now been Bellified. Bye, babes. Brown Girl Bella.